Hi everyone, welcome to Advice to Think Twice. This is Monica and I'm doing our week ahead readings. And as always, these are timeless, so whenever you feel drawn to watch the video, that's when you should watch it. And please make sure to keep an open mind. These are very general. And you can also watch all your signs, your sun, your moon, your rising, and your Venus. This is going to be for the earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and the timestamps will be in the description box. The specials are still running until the end of the month, so if you want to check those out, they're also in the description box. And please make sure to like, share, comment, subscribe if you haven't, and thank you if you have. Alright, bear with me 1 second. Okay. Charlie can't decide if he wants to stay with us or leave the room. Okay, so what's going on for Taurus? Let's start with Taurus. Hey Taurus, how you doing? If you are skipping ahead, please make sure to also watch the intro. What's going on for Taurus in the week ahead? So we have the situation is the 9 of Pentacles, the challenge is the Sun, and the outcome is the Justice card. Bottom of the deck is the Wheel of Fortune. So Taurus, with all these majors, I feel like you're dealing with a lot of different changes or one big change that impacts other areas of your life. With the Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of the deck, could also talk about travel, things coming back around, repeating cycles or something along those lines can also be happening. The current situation is the 9 of Pentacles, so if you are an entrepreneur, if you're on your own business, this is just saying that expect a very good week in terms of more sales, new clients. This can also talk about some sort of accomplishment. I feel like you reach a goal you had for yourself and now you can either pay off a debt. There is this feeling of freeing yourself from something, whether it's paying something off or it's just kind of financial independence. You reach a goal that you set for yourself, and it's like, okay, now I can look after myself. Now I can take care of myself. The challenge is the Sun card. So either you're dealing with a Leo that's a challenge for you at this time, or this can talk about, do you know what it feels like? It feels like you're reaching some sort of a goal and you've worked very hard for this. You've worked very hard to get here, but it's almost like you're not enjoying it with the Sun card. It's almost like you forgot why you set out to do this. This is the challenge, is for you to take a break, to rest, to spend some money on yourself, to do something fun and carefree. Not careless necessarily, but carefree. And I feel like you struggle with that. This could also be a time when, because you're doing well, it's almost like you're responsible for other people. You feel like you're responsible, or other people are coming to you for support, for advice, for help, especially financial. And you just struggle to find some time to enjoy yourself, pretty much, to recharge your batteries. And for others of you, yeah, it's like you're not happy about something. You're struggling. You forget to be happy. That's what this feels like. In the outcome, we have Justice. So this can be some sort of a legal win. This can be you getting a job, you getting the contract, or if this is a case of I want to be on my own, this is dissolving a partnership. It could be dissolving a relationship or dissolving a business partnership, because your focus is you want to be on your own or you want to be single. The challenge is you feel like you're bound to this. You don't feel free from the situation quite yet, and then in the outcome, there it is, and it's official, and you have this big change that can also talk about some sort of a change in status as well, Taurus. Okay, so let's get more clarity here for Taurus for the week ahead. With the 9 of Pentacles, we have the 3 of Wands. With the Sun, we have the 7 of Cups. And with the Justice card, we have the Ace of Pentacles. Under the Wheel of Fortune, we have the Hangman. So yeah, I feel like you've been waiting for some sort of a change to happen. You've been waiting, for some of you, you've been waiting for, I'm getting a bunch of different scenarios now, waiting for someone to come in or waiting for someone to come back. especially if it's the case of an online type of interaction or relationship. And this could be where something is made official, and you can have a relationship that feels more real is the best way I can put it. So if it's been something that has been like in the ether, right? It's been online, or it's been long distance with the Seven of Wands as well. This is where with the Ace of Pentacles, okay, we can live together now, or with the situation being what it is now, we can see each other every day. We can have more of a relationship, right? If this was, sorry, I was at a distance shutting the door. If this was a case of waiting for someone else's divorce to go through, or someone else's circumstances to change, because with the major arcanas, this tells me that whatever you've been waiting on was not within your control. So it's like, I know I'm going to have this success here, but I can't be happy about it yet, because it's still unsure. There's still, time for things to change, or to fall through, that kind of energy. But then in the end, it looks like whatever you were waiting on is here, whether it's the job, the money, the paperwork, the being able to be together, okay, whatever this is. And if this has been something where you've been on a break from someone with the Hangman, or you haven't been together in a while, but there was still that longing there could be some sort of a reconnect, potentially online to begin with. That kind of shows you that it's like you want to try something again. Okay, so there's that energy as well. I'm seeing, for some of you, an opportunity that you have on your mind. You might have to travel for it. It's something very positive. It's something very prosperous. You might have to travel for it, however that makes sense. And if you have been dealing with a legal situation or any sort of dispute where there has been confusion intentionally created to confuse a judge, or to manipulate, or whatever the case may be, with the Sun card here, something is being brought to light, something is being revealed. As a result, that case can be closed, and you get money from it, compensation, what you're owed. That kind of energy is what I'm seeing here. So let's see. Oracle energy and advice for Taurus for the week ahead. We have Wake Up, It's Your Moment at the bottom of the deck. So yeah, I feel like you're coming out of some sort of a waiting period. Okay, and I feel like not only are you coming out of a waiting time, but it's like you're coming out on top. It's almost like you were waiting for something to be decided, you were waiting for something to be official, and that is happening. The wait is over, and whatever's going on, it's in your favor. Follow the White Rabbit, curiosity meets opportunity. And another number 3 here, a number of growth, of expansion. Yeah, and again, I feel like something you've been waiting on. So you've been curious about this, you looked into it, you put in the initial investment, you started talking to people, you had the initial meetings, or whatever this is, right? It's steps that you took because you wanted to know more about this, you wanted to go deeper with this, or whatever the case is. And now the opportunity that you were waiting for or have asked for is what's coming in for you. And keeping up, immense effort and advance, number 40. Again, the element of time is here. You've been waiting for this, or someone else has been waiting for you. And this is, I get, like making up for lost time for some of you. I do hear that. And for others, whatever the situation is, I feel like you're going to hit the ground running, okay? Because there is an element of speed that is coming in with the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so it's like you get the confirmation, then it's put in writing, or it's made official, and then you have to start and hit the ground running. Okay, either way, you're coming out of stagnancy or stagnation. I don't even know what I'm saying. And not only are you coming out of that stagnant period, but things are about to start moving very, very quickly for you. Okay, so it's not like it's a slow wake up. It's like, nope, let's go type of energy. Either way, it's looking very good, Taurus. So you're going to have to tell me what this is. Okay, you're about to see some very fast changes in your life. Something you've been curious about, waiting for. It's coming in, and you're going to have to jump on it and just get going type thing. Okay. It's very to God. Most of the time I'm just playing doorman to the cats. Alright, moving on to Virgo. Hey Virgo, thanks for joining us. If you're skipping ahead, always watch the intro as well. Let's see what's going on for Virgo in the week ahead. What is going on for Virgo in the week ahead? So, in the situation, we have the Six of Cups. In the challenge, we have the Two of Pentacles. In the outcome, we have the Prince of Swords, or the Knight of Swords. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Empress. So, we have Taurus and Libra energy that might be significant here for you, Virgo. I also hear motherhood, a mother figure might be significant for you at this time. With the Six of Cups and the Empress, for some of you, you're reuniting with family, you're reuniting with a sibling, or you're reuniting with a mother figure, okay? Quite specific for some. For others of you, this can be an energy of nostalgia, reminiscing, whether it's because there's a reunion or it's just you within yourself, right? Feeling a little bit more nostalgic. You could be seeing people you haven't seen in a long time, talking to people you haven't talked to in a long time. There could also be a focus on children at this time, one way or another. The challenge, we have the Two of Pentacles. There's a decision to be made here. I feel like this could be a case of choosing between something old and something new. Choosing whether or not you want to go back to something or you want to head in a completely different direction. I'm seeing the Two of Pentacles as that. For those of you, this is an energy of there's a decision to be made here. Bear with me. Of should I do this or should I do that? If this has been someone else's energy, they've been kind of going back and forth when it comes to you. I feel like someone's going to be taking some sort of an action here, because with the Knight of Swords in the outcome, there's an action being taken. It's swift, it's unexpected, slightly impulsive, but I feel like someone has something to say. Someone wants to get something done. Let's get more clarity here for Virgo in the week ahead. With the Six of Cups, we have the King of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. With the Two of Pentacles, we have the Eight of Swords, and with the Prince of Swords, we have the Prince of Pentacles. Okay. Under the Empress, we have the Nine of Swords. Sleepless nights, stress, anxiety because of a waiting time with the Hangman. Yeah, I feel like someone's been taking their time, confused about whether or not they should come out of hiding, is what I hear, or confused about whether or not they should come out of isolation. So if there has been no communication or you have not seen this person, I feel like there's been a bit of a push and pull energy, or someone deciding I'm going to say something and then they change their minds. They start writing a message and then they delete it. That kind of energy, okay? And that is the challenge. This could be something you've been doing or someone else that you're dealing with. There's a reunion or a reconnect with an air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Or again, if it's not that they're that particular sign, this is where whoever this is, there has been a detachment, there has been a coldness. But I feel like whatever this is has been weighing very heavily on someone's mind. Okay, there's both of yours. With the Prince of Swords and the Prince of Pentacles, I feel like this is a clash of speed levels, if I can say that, okay? So I feel like whoever is coming out of isolation, whoever is coming out of voluntarily keeping quiet, okay, and keeping themselves away from you, or you from them, that person is feeling the pressure and they decide, you know what, I'm just going to say something and whatever happens, happens. And I feel like they're met with someone who just wants to make sure everything's in order. They want to make sure everything is done properly. So if it's a case of, I know we haven't seen each other in quite some time and I know things weren't great, but I really want to give this another shot. I haven't really thought it through. I just know that I want to give this another shot, okay, our relationship or whatever. And then the other person is, well, I'm open to it. However, I think it's important to slow down. I think it's important that we start over. I don't want to pick up where we left off because that wasn't a good place. Okay, someone's very practical, very realistic, and is like, I'm open to this. I just think we should slow it down, is what I'm seeing here. And for others of you, King of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like there's this, I hear Clash of the Titans. So I don't know if there's this energy of coming back together. Someone wants to just get going, just kind of pick up where you left off and keep going, and then the other person's like, no, I think we should slow down. I want to do this properly so that, you know, it lasts. For those of you, this could be some sort of a gathering or family event. And it's almost like old tensions are creeping back up to the surface. To do with, again, someone wanting something done quick versus someone wanting something done right. Okay, and just expect some sort of a tension or some sort of friction, but just communicate. It's important that you communicate, and you can kind of find a middle ground is what I'm seeing here. And for others of you, there can be a coming together, a clash, an initial clash, and it's almost like after that no one really wants to take it further. It's almost like you're afraid to get back into it because you don't want to rehash things. But the message here with the Kings and the Empress is you can move past that impasse. You're just going to have to be grown up about it, okay? For others of you, I do see competition here because you have the Empress and you have two Kings and you have the Two of Pentacles. So there's an old person, or not old as in age, of someone you already know, someone you already have history with, and then there's a different person, someone new. We have air sign versus earth sign, doesn't have to be. And again, they have very different approaches. So it'll be down to you to decide who you're going to choose. Because I feel like the person you already know will want to hit the ground running, pick up where you left off, and just keep going, right? But that gives you a little bit of anxiety because, again, you don't want to repeat the past. You don't want to repeat the same mistakes, repeat the pattern. But you're afraid if you say no to that person, then that'll go away forever because they don't know how to slow down. Or the anxiety, the stress, and the worry is over the fact that, well, what if I choose the wrong one? Because again, I feel like there's someone new, you don't know what they're capable of, to put it that way. You know, you don't know what could be with that person. So you could be taking a chance if you chose them over the one you already have history with. It could go somewhere with the new person, maybe it doesn't. So it's like you're in your head about it in terms of which one to choose. And it could be the same if it's like a job situation, something you're already familiar with, something you already have history with, you already know these people, this company, whatever. And then there's something new that it would need more time to develop. It would need more time before you could figure out if it's a good investment or not. And then the message here is, with the Empress, choose the one that will give you your worth. Do you know what I mean? Whether it's financial or it's in a sense of they will treat you the way you deserve to be treated. Your advice, okay, is to avoid this stress or this stressful period. Ask yourself who is giving you what you deserve at this moment, okay? Don't make it about the future. Don't make it about the past. Who is giving you what you deserve at this present moment, and that's the one you should go with, okay? So let's see. Oracle energy and advice for Virgo here. Because you get in the Nine of Swords energy, where you're frozen in fear, Eight of Swords, Nine of Swords, the Hangman, because you're overcomplicating it by thinking too far ahead into the future or thinking too far back in the past. Make it about the present moment, and then make your decision based on the information you currently have. Not what could be, not what was, not what should be. What is. Okay, so I hope that helps you. I want to be a queen. I mean, honestly, what did I just say? Stating your sovereignty, declaring freedom, passing a test. So this is telling you, remember who you are, remember your worth, remember what you deserve, and don't compromise or settle for anything less, whether it's a new dynamic, a new opportunity, or something you're already familiar with. Don't overcomplicate it. Just make it about the present. And are you being treated the way you deserve to be treated? What are the offers on the table now? Are they what you deserve? Which one is closer to what you deserve, or which one is exactly what you deserve? And if neither of them match your worth or your value, then that's an easy decision. Just reject both. You know what I mean? This is kind of like a test. Passing a test is here. Kind of like a test. Are you going to settle for something less now that you know what you're truly worth? And that could be in terms of money or in terms of relationships. Who in the world are you? Getting to know the real you. The real you, the new you. So I feel like this is this is telling you, regardless of who you're dealing with, especially if it's someone you have history with, you're not the same person you were back then. And they might not be the same person they were back then. So this is a case of ask for information, ask questions, get to know them as they are now, get them to know you as you are now, and then you can make your decision. And that's kind of how you bring something from the past into the present, to see if it's still viable, to see if it's still worth it, to see if it's still something you want. Do you know what I mean? We're all mad here. Everyone's a little different. Yeah. Again, you're different. Number 23, 5. You're different. They're different. The situation could be different. Okay? So, this is telling you to bring something on the same, it's like bring something on the same level before you decide what you want to do with it. I get this old versus new energy, and this is telling you things are different. You're different. If it's, especially when it's to do with something or someone from the past, you're different, they're different. So bring the situation into the present moment by getting to know each other again before you can decide if that is still something you want to pursue, or you can figure out that actually you've outgrown it, or you don't want it anymore, or it's not what you want, it's not what you deserve anymore, etc. Okay? And that will make your decision easier between the two options, between the two opportunities. Okay? So I'll leave that with you. I mean, either way, you've got two very solid offers on the table here, whether it's to do with money or romance or whatever. And it's down to you to choose one, right? And you either go for, is it what I deserve, especially if it's financial? Is it fair? Is it worth it? And if it's dealing with people, then this just tells you not to overcomplicate things. I see past versus future, or past versus present, looking towards the future. And it's telling you things are a little different. You need more information before you can decide if the past situation is still something you want to entertain. Bear with. Okay. All right. So let's move on to Capricorn. Hey Capricorn, thank you for joining us. And if you are skipping ahead, as always, make sure you watch the intro as well. So let's see what's going on for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. And here's Harvey. And there he is. Okay. He just jumped on my wardrobe from the table. So at some point he's going to have to jump back down. Oh boy. So let's see. Capricorn in the week ahead. Capricorn in the week ahead. The situation, we have the Hangman. The challenge is the Wheel. What are you waiting for? And in the outcome, the Ten of Swords. Interesting. Bottom of the deck, the Ace of Cups. Now I'm going to clarify the Ten of Swords. Obviously, I'm going to clarify all of the cards. But with the Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck, talking about your overall energy and your main influence here, this talks about something new. So I'm seeing this as a time of change that is needed. For some of you, you're holding on to something. You're waiting for something that is kind of long gone, right? And you keep waiting for it. Your challenge is to release it, to accept an ending with this 10 here in order for the healing process to begin, okay? So if, for example, you are, let's say you're looking for love, right? This is telling you you're kind of hung up on someone from your past, and whether you're aware of it or not, you're blocking anyone else from coming in. Your challenge is to allow for change to happen. Your challenge is to be open to new opportunities so you can have a new beginning with someone. And then by doing that, in the outcome, you can finally start healing from whatever happened in the past and make room for new love, right? Which is already around you, which is why you have these cards. Okay? They're trying to make you aware of the fact that you are blocking your own happiness, or you're blocking your own manifestation, or you're blocking a new beginning in your life. You may not be aware of it. For others of you, what I'm seeing is you're holding yourself back from having a conversation or making an offer. You're holding yourself back, and this tells you that you need to take a chance. If you really want to see this happen, it can happen, but it's down to you to take a chance on it, because otherwise it will just be a missed opportunity. Okay? I'm also seeing a situation like someone has been away, on break, on pause, on holiday, on maternity. They come back to their job. There's something unexpected that is happening that could result in the end of your contract as you knew it, or the end of your time within that company or within that department, or whatever the case is. In which case, your challenge is to kind of follow that through to see where it takes you. There is a change within the company. There is a change within a policy. There is a big change within, I don't know, like a restructure. As a result, your role as you knew it, or your contract as you knew it, is coming to an end. However, there is another offer, or they're talking to you about a different opportunity that is actually going to be a lot better for you. So let's say, you're coming back to work and they're telling you, well, actually this role is kind of being dissolved, or this role is only going to go on for another 3 months, and then it's going to be dissolved. But, such and such in this team is looking for someone. I've recommended you for the position, but obviously we need to talk to you about it as well. You could choose to kind of hold on to what is already ending, because it's already been decided that whatever this is, it's already been decided that it's ending, right? You could choose to hold on to it and kind of go down with the ship, as it were, or recognize that this is like a helping hand, this is like a lifeline type situation, and you can follow that change and it'll take you there. Does that make sense? Let's get more clarity here for Capricorn. So we have the Hangman with the Queen of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune with Justice. Yeah, it's meant to happen, and it's for your betterment, actually. And with the Ten of Swords, and we have, the Two of Cups. Under the Ace of Cups, the Prince of Wands, the Knight of Wands. There's change is happening here. This could also be change in residence for some of you, as a result of a new relationship, as a result of a renewed relationship, or as a result of the end of a relationship. Okay? There could be change of residence. And that relationship could be romantic, or it could also be business, right? So a contract is ending as a result. You're following a different path, you're accepting a different offer, you have to travel more for, or you have to relocate for, something along those lines. But yeah, look, for others of you, you've been single for a while with the Queen of Wands, and you've been telling yourself that you're single and ready to mingle. However, energetically, you've been stuck on someone or something. And for some of you, it'll be different here, but for some of you, your challenge is to accept an ending, okay? Accept that breakup, that divorce, accept that ending, because change is around you. As soon as you accept that ending, healing can begin, because you actually have someone around you already that's kind of just waiting for an opportunity. They're waiting for you to give them a shot. because just by looking at you, they can see that you're not interested. Just by looking at you, they can see that, you know, they'd get rejected. So they don't even try. They don't even say anything. But if you accept this ending, something shifts within you, within your energy. And then change can happen. And out of the blue, there's going to be some sort of a conversation, some sort of an offer, some sort of a declaration going on here. For others of you, this could be someone coming back around, okay? Where there has been a breakup, even a divorce. There's some sort of a twist of fate, the way I'm seeing this. And something happening completely out of the blue. You could run into each other while traveling with this Prince of Wands here, or you could be just, I feel like you just run into each other and you find out their relationship ended, or your relationship ended, or something ended, I don't know. And it's almost like now you're both free, you're both available. You find out that you can see that the love is still there. You can have a reconciliation, is what I'm seeing here. Okay? And I also see a scenario of if you're meeting someone that is just brand new, right? There's an energy here of if you move too quickly, you think it's got romantic potential, long-term potential, but actually this is just about the passion here, and it won't last, okay? You think that it's got long-term potential, the other person is just looking for some fun. You're not on the same page, you're not talking about it, so you don't realize you're not on the same page. And then they end up leaving and you feel completely ghosted and betrayed. So just communicate, make sure you're on the same page with people, especially if you're getting to know someone, or just slow it down and figure it out one step at a time. So let's see. Oracle energy and advice for Capricorn here. Choices, yeah. Feeling blocked, restrained, number 6, choices. So, I mean, this is like a choice you didn't even think you had to make, or a choice you didn't expect to have. Like I say, you've been kind of going with the program, and you're just coming back from a time of pause, especially in the case of work or business or anything like that. And you come in, and all of a sudden they're telling you, well, actually, there's been a restructure in management or whatever. This role is not going to be around anymore. We're dissolving it, or whatever the case is. However, there's this other opportunity that we've put your name forward for. Are you interested? And that leads to some sort of a job change situation here. So we have falling, the unknown, descent, momentum, and change. Yeah, key word. And such a curious dream, grounding, returning to reality, coming home. Yeah, for some of you, like I say, there's been a change in someone else's dynamic, yours or both of yours. And it's like there's a coming back together after a time of not knowing what's going on with each other, or not being aware of each other. You haven't seen each other, talk to each other in a while. There's a turn of a twist of fate. I keep hearing that here, where you're physically being put back on this person's path, or them yours. And there can be a reconciliation here. For others of you, like I say, get to know someone. If they're brand new, get to know someone, because I think there's an energy of someone is falling in love and the other person's like, well, that's not what this is. You know what I mean? So just make sure you're having the right kind of conversations here before you jump into anything. But yeah, I'm seeing just coming out of a time of pause, of waiting, of feeling stuck. If you're not necessarily waiting, it's just feeling stuck. And it has to do with the fact that whether you're aware of it or not, you've kind of kept yourself stuck by being hung up on something or hung up on someone. Either not addressing any issues that created, or not addressing any residual feelings, or not addressing, do you know what I mean? Or you just weren't even aware that you were closed off. You weren't aware that you were just fixated on the one thing. And then something happens and you realize that actually, you know, you're coming back to reality, right? You're realizing, oh my God, I have been doing that, and you know, that's why I've been stuck, or I haven't been doing that and I should have. You know, it's that kind of a realization that results in some sort of a change for the better with these energies. Okay, so you're gonna have to tell me what this is. If you're dealing with this, if the reading resonates with you, you're gonna have to tell me what you're dealing with. Give me some examples here, but I hope the reading helps you if you are dealing with the kind of energies that we're looking at here. Okay, whatever this is, it's a change for the better. So again, your advice, your challenge and advice is to kind of roll with it, see it through, see where it takes you. Don't fight the change, because it's trying to bring something truly beautiful in your life. Okay, so I'll leave that with you. Have a great week, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.